There we are. Well, hello, everyone. And of course, welcome to the show. You will immediately see that there are 4 of us. Can you believe it? All together.
It's amazing.
Marie is here, and so far, Marie, your sound is great so far. So let's hope it all holds up. But of course, we understand that there are some issues with the tethering and stuff like that. And of course, we see not only Lady G looking, of course, wonderful.
Yes.
Always a great headset there. But we also have Dianne is back.
It's good to be back. I missed everyone. But I
looking good.
I watched you guys both weeks, and
thank you. Thank you. But looking extremely well. Now, in fact, if anything, I'm a little bit disappointed, actually, because I was quite looking forward to tease you with some kind of like panda kind of stuff going on.
You have no idea how many layers, because I'm green. I am green, okay, with bruising. And so what does my very sympathetic brother say to me? He goes all Kermit the Frog and says, "It's not easy being green, is it?"
Oh,
thanks.
Wow. So although Dianne is looking wonderful, she was just telling us off camera she can't feel her face. So
No.
that will come back. So yes. Before we kick off, of course, I have everyone's questions, but I'll just do a little bit of housekeeping. So as usual, when everyone's reading, so when Marie is reading, when Lady G is reading, when Dianne is reading, I'm not going to interrupt their flow because, of course, we want to hear the question and then we want to hear the answers. And I'll try and do the acknowledgements and stuff like that when it's my turn to read, because I'll always go last. Let's just say some hellos as well. So who do we have in? Oh, my gosh, we've got a lot of people already. So we've got Nini Girl, Patricia, Franzino. Nice to see you again. Mimi Rose. We've got, who else? We've got Corey Ray, which almost looks a little bit like Cray Cray, but anyway, when you read it, I'm sure you're perfectly sane. And then we've got Basha, Gina M, Yanti. Hello, everyone. So
hello, Yanti.
We're going to let the show. Yes.
Oh, hello, Palma, and hello, Dr. Liz. Nice to see all you ladies.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Thanks so much for joining us, everyone. Okay, shall we get stuck in? Now, as before, the ladies haven't seen the questions, so they're just going to be responding in real time. So let's start with number 1. I've got about 6 questions, and of course, if we have time for more, we will. But obviously, we want to try and keep the show to an hour. So Liz Irwin has asked... And first of all, she gives us a thank you for all our time and energy. She said, I would like to know if life will get better for the people of Venezuela.
Oh,
they've suffered from more than 20 years of dictatorship, and now there is little food and no health care. Maybe they are dealing with the pandemic. So will the US help them out? So shall we just read on Venezuela in general, just to see what those energies are? Yeah?
Sure. Yeah.
They've been having a terrible time.
Those poor people.
And whoever's ready to read first, just declare yourself and we'll go in that order. All right. Venezuela. Let's see here. Venezuela. What's going on with Venezuela?
Oh, my goodness.
Venezuela. Let's see here.
I don't mind going first if that's
go for it.
Suitable. But I have to say this isn't very uplifting. Okay. So first of all, Ace of Swords, there are going to be truths coming out. Right. There is corruption at such a deep level. And I'm very worried about them with the virus. You know, it's not good there. But look at the obstacle. This is my card for Biden. And the question included, are we going to help? And he's coming up as the obstacle. Here's the thing. I don't think it's that he doesn't want to. I think we're going to be so busy dealing with the pandemic, the shutdown, the economy, the whole 9 yards. I don't know if that's going to happen. Lots of internal conflict, people not seeing eye to eye, having different ideas and values, and it's not working. It's leaving the people feeling burdened and oppressed. They're in for a ruthless battle. And it's leaving them with stress, worry, anxiety, sleepless nights. So they're going through this for real for a while.
Yeah.
Wow. Who is ready next? Marie or Ganga, you're ready? Excellent. Yes. All right, Lady G, what do you have for us?
So what I have first is the light on it is an anchor. It's going to be, like you said, a while. And I get basically the same thing you do. In the center of it, I get the Hermit. And this one's not an investigation, but feeling like they're alone. Like they're alone. The challenge is getting through this time. Course, it's the foundation. They are feeling like they are in a precarious position. Above it, feeling like they are just tied up.
Wow.
And like you said, there will be some truth coming out that's going to be tough to hear and see. So I'm getting the same thing that you got.
Yeah, same reading.
Same exact reading, yeah.
Wow.
They're on their own.
Okay.
Marie, what do you have
I
for
did
us?
my playing cards and my Anna Cortez Oracle deck. So I'm just going to show y'all these here because it basically sums it up. Pretty much the same thing they said. So you have the evil needs to be stopped, which is by a man that is holding control and power. They need to put an end to it, to halt it. Because if they don't, they're never going to get any better. By the way, can I say the same thing for us? Because we're pretty much in the same boat. We just don't know it yet. So we have the good guy versus the bad guy, the truth. For what is the castle is like you're living, but it's the kingdom. It's like who's in control, who's in, and then you can see her.
Oh, we lost her.
Now, as you know, folks, Marie has challenges with her internet. So let's see if we can quickly get her back in. If there's a delay, then I'll respond and read. Let's see.
She's gone for a few seconds. She's got a boot.
Oh, well, she's gone for a few seconds, so I'll read, and then we'll get Marie's answer once she comes back. Now, again, as you guys have seen, here we are. Oh, there, you're back.
Yes, yay!
Excellent. Keep going, Marie. We've told everyone that you just chopped out for a while. Keep going.
So we have spring, and as you can see, there's a squirrel, and she's feeding it. But in the other hand, she's holding them back. They have not held stuff back that they will need because it was reversed. So they didn't put away anything, for a rainy day or for a problem. So basically, both cards are saying the same thing.
Wow. So it's have you completed your reading there?
Yes, I'm done. Yes.
Right. Okay. Fascinating. Well, again, as is usual, as happens with us. Oh, she's off. And as usual, as what happens with us, there is a synchronicity. So I pulled 5 cards. So this is what I've got. So, of course, the question was about Venezuela in general, but was America going to help out? So if we look here, let me just adjust myself back now. The parameters have changed. So here, that's the question. Will there be an offer? So I've got the Knight of Cups. Will there be an offer coming from America? But just as the two of you said, we look here, America's got its own problems to deal with. So as we know, this is the card. Well, it's never a great card, upside down or right way up. It basically means the same thing, isn't it? It means poverty. It means, let's get Marie back in. Hey there, Marie. I'm just doing my little read. So in regards, just so you can see here, the offer. Will there be an offer from America? But look, the obstacle is the poverty card. It came out reversed, but it's pretty much the same thing. So America, of course, is dealing with its own problems, big resurgence, but this also as well speaks to Venezuela. If anything, the card coming out reverse, if anything, it can even intensify that situation if we think about Venezuela now. And from what I understand is they're saying Venezuela, which used to be a very kind of wealthy, quite affluent for the South American countries, is now seen as like the poor relative. And they're turning up to be sort of like workers in other parts of America where they would have been fine. If you look here in terms of the security, we can see here, this is almost like the Venezuelan nation really just looking at that coin. And I take sort of like Dianne's stance on this one, where it's like the Queen here looks like she really doesn't want to drop that coin. But we see really it's pretty much too late in a way, yeah, because it's already struck. If we look here, King of Cups reversed, this is often what? The Biden card, but look, it's reversed. So we can take that simply as, sure, Biden probably wants to help, but can he help? Look at that. I got the same card.
Same.
And then when we look at the outcome, look, the corruption. Yeah, the Devil card is a card that even when it comes out reverse, it just gets even worse, basically. So this is entrenched corruption, deep corruption going on in Venezuela, which is which is not helping the country at all. So we all kind of pulled the same thing. So before we pop to the next question, I just want to do some more hellos for everyone. So hello, Jay.
Okay, can I say something?
Sure.
If I get kicked out again, I'm going to let y'all do it. I don't want to ruin anything for everybody else. So if I have trouble again, I'll just go ahead and go. Okay?
All right. Well, I
moved it, so maybe that will help.
Not to worry. I mean, everyone knows your internet is a bit choppy, so you were able to get to say what you say. Then I did my bit, and you came back anyway. So we'll go with it, but it's up to you. So we also have, who else do we have in the house? We have got Tammy Walker, Georgian Thias Hill, Patricia, of course, which I said before, and Dr. Liz Cleaves. That's a new name for me. And Elizabeth.
She's one of mine. She's a sweetheart.
Ah, lovely. Okay, so let's start. Are we ready for the next question? So let's look here. So question number 2. This has come from Sherazade. I think that's how you say it.
Scheherazade, yeah.
Well, you know what? Yes, it is Scheherazade. That's
right.
I should know that. Arabian Nights, just in case you were thinking I was totally ignorant, folks. So anyway, so they've asked, please read on the largest police union in the country, yep, the Fraternal Order of the Police, and the lack of vocal support for the Capitol police officers who were attacked during the Jan 6th insurrection. I thought that was a great question. So, yeah, and you guys, you're in the States. Can you furnish us with any more information of what's happened since then, or have they changed?
I haven't heard a peep from the police union. I haven't seen anything about them.
Wow.
I've seen nothing.
That's been one of the critiques, hasn't it? Is that they have been so quiet. And I think another 2 or 3 officers, I think, committed suicide in the last week.
It's so awful. You know, my heart just goes out to those families. And, you know, I really do feel like a lot of them have PTSD. They were fighting for their lives. Some of them were electrocuted, you know, multiple times. They were sprayed in the face with bear spray. I mean, just awful.
Terrible. Okay, so the police officers union, the federal, or what was it called? The Fraternal Order of Police. So it's supposed to be, if it's called that, it's supposed to be some kind of brotherhood, but clearly not.
Because even if they speak out now, this is August.
Yeah.
This is August. We're talking about what happened in January. It's a day late and a dollar short. So
yeah. You're absolutely right.
That's how I look at it, but
the police. What's going on? It'd be interesting to see what cards I get, because of course I'm from the UK, so I really know practically nothing about them apart from that they're a union.
Honestly, my cards, I don't even know what in the heck to think.
Really? What do you have, Dianne?
It's so weird. They come up as the Fool. And really? I don't think it means that they're taking the leap of faith to go on a new journey. No, I think I'm going to say this is face value. Something is up there. And their obstacle is just taking leadership and doing the right thing.
Yeah.
But, you know, they're trying to make decisions without being grounded. Nothing inside of these cups are realistic. They are fighting, bickering, arguing. Nobody can see eye to eye. But then something changes and money changes hands.
Wow.
So I don't know if I fully understand what's going on here, but it somehow involves money in the long run.
Right.
Not what I was expecting.
So, Lady G, what do you have for us?
Yes, well, I got it first. My Lenormand is they're going towards, not good things. The fox, the fox in the hen house, corruption stuff going on. In the center of it, I have, that there will be some, there should be something to do with truth, but they're not doing it because their challenge is that they are just doing nothing. They're standing with their swords and doing nothing. Okay.
Wow.
And so the foundation of it is they are guarding what they're doing, guarding where they're at. Above it, they don't want to project anything. They just keep in their cushy spot, and they're waiting for some payoff.
Oh,
see, that's what I'm getting, but I don't understand that.
I don't either. It's like we don't want to give anything out. They're saying, please give us something, and they're going, no, we're waiting for our. I don't get it either. The same thing.
Wow. Could that be compensation?
We don't know.
Compensation, perhaps. Maybe they're trying to avoid.
That's what I'm thinking, because that's what I think I have in my cards.
Wow.
So,
Marie, what do you have for us?
Algira is about direction. You see, she's blindfolded. She cannot see where she's going. How do you go on a hunt if you're blindfolded and you can't see? She's trying to feel her way where she's stepping, but she can't do it. So this is like a half-hearted attempt. So think about the question, a half-hearted attempt. On the other hand, this goes to the other side. So this is for Tina, where she's elegant, graceful, and can do anything. She's not afraid of anything. And it's like she's a dancer. Think of her as a dancer, where there's nothing that she can't do. But it's for the birds. So they've been left, really. They've been left for the birds.
Wow. Quite literally.
This is the west wind, which is a hot wind. So they're getting heat for it. Then suddenly Sir Galahad. He's the knight. I always call him Sir Galahad because he's the knight that comes forward. Look at what he has. The cup.
Yeah.
So this is like the answer to everything. And like they're getting compensation. They're getting something. That's what he's projecting, the cup. So it's like, here you go. You're at the table. We're going to give you, I think that's what they're saying. That's the way I take it.
Right. Okay. What am I doing here? Sorry, 1 second. Let me just. So I'm clicking too many comments. Right. You guys will not believe my cards. So remember, I'm the Brit here. I'm looking over the and going. Like, oh my God, yeah. So look at the first card I get. I think this says it all in this context. Look at that. It's the devil. It's the devil. So immediately it tells you the whole situation stinks. Yeah. It means there is almost like they are tied to the devil, and we can all think potentially who that may be. Yeah, someone who's very orange. Let's just talk about that, and another party that kind of stinks quite a lot. So that gives us the whole context. And by the way, we've got 687 people with us right now, and it's going up. So what is the obstacle? If we look here, the second card, we've got the Emperor. This is patriarchy.
Yeah.
This is patriarchy. This is the, if we think in the context of the police, these are the what? The hard men.
High up.
We've got the power. We've got the authority. These are the higher ups. And what I suspected when I was kind of looking at this story, I'm like, the higher ups here are not supporting the little guys lower down, because when we think of this devil card, we think, who are they chained to? Who is it that they're giving their power to? Because that's really so much of what the devil card is about. Surrendering power, surrendering our power and still staying in that scenario. When we look here, the Lovers card, deals. There's some deals, some kind of agreement that was made. Maybe the police union were in on knowing potentially what could happen. Or even when it was all unfolding, they weren't going to give that full support because they've made a contract with someone else. Yeah. A contract with who? You know who. There we go. Yeah. So there's some kind of contract here with the devil. When we look here, what do we get in terms of a message coming out? Look, we've got stinky fish. Yeah. Stinky fish is back. Just to kind of just let everyone know, and also as well, this can deal with a poultry offer. Of course, the pages, they're all about messages, but this is stinky fish, terrible offer. We're not really going to hear anything substantive from them. And why? Because they're delusional. Look at that. I've got the same card as well. They're delusional. They've got their allegiance to the wrong things. Let's just put it that way. That's what my cards say. Anyone else want to add to that?
No, but I have a question.
I want to say that basically our cards were the same, because the one that's blindfolded, that's going a direction, that is one side, and the other one is same thing. She's a dancer. That's the other side. So you have two sides that are split. One was backing them, one was not. One was leading them for the birds. The other one was bringing them to the table. So we basically got different cards, but basically got the same thing.
Yeah.
I have a question. Does anybody know that Biden gave the gold medals to the police that were there, but
Lady G has frozen a bit. What's going on today? Let's see if she comes back. And let's see how it works.
He did give it. The medals were supposed to be for all of them. They only showed him giving to, but they were supposed to be for all of them. That may have been what she was going to ask.
Oh, I see. And Pavla is saying pretty light.
I agree. I like her. Thank you, Pavla. I was inspired by Hogarth. I won't lie.
Yeah.
I like the sparklies.
I know. In fact,
me too.
Now you said that, I mean, let's do a little bit of
this show. There we go.
You know, just change it up a bit. Well, now what seems to happen here? We seem to have lost Lady G, so maybe she's going to go out and come back. Yeah, that's what she's doing. So let's go on to the next question. And so question number 3. Now let me just find where is question number 3. Here we are. So this question has come in from Laurie Moxley. And what she's asked, now I thought this was interesting and I thought I'd ask it because I'm really not familiar with this at all. So she said the Federal Trade Commission had its first transparent meeting in decades a few months ago. Lena Khan is the new chair/leader. It seems good. What do you see? What does that mean to you guys? Because I'm just like, what's this? I was just very curious.
I'm blank. I don't know what it is or who she is either.
I'm
blank.
And the energy doesn't feel, I guess it feels kind of flat to me, this energy that I'm picking up on. I don't think much is happening.
I don't have any impression at all because obviously I'm clueless. I mean,
I don't either. I'm blank.
Okay.
But I'm not picking up any, because even if I don't know what I'm reading on, I'll get something.
You get something.
I'm getting flatness, blahness. So either something's wrong with the question or truly nothing's really going on with it and there's not much to read on.
Yeah. I mean, because I'm not feeling anything either. And thank you, Dr. Liz, as well for your donation. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, Liz.
Do you know what? Let's if we go full circle, maybe we can revisit. But I feel flat as well. But obviously I'm so unfamiliar with it. But let's move on from that one because the three of us are not really feeling anything. And also as well, we'll see if Lady G comes back. So let's go to the next one. Let's go to question number 4. And where is question number 4? Here we go. This has come in. So here's the questions here. Oh, it's all backwards, as you know. So Catherine Miller. I know you, Catherine. I think you've had a consultation with me. This is really interesting. So, will any of Epstein's victims give testimony against Trump? So there's that, and there's also as well, will Ghislaine testify against him, and will his victims ever be compensated from his estate? So, as we've got a bit of time, let's maybe break it down and maybe do 2 sections of that. But will Epstein's victims give testimony against Trump? Great question. Let's see. Epstein's victims, will they give testimony? This feels a lot more alive, this one. Let's see. Will Epstein's victims give testimony against Trump? Testimony against Trump. Will they give testimony? Thank you, Julie Saint. Thank you for the donation. Right. What do you have, Dianne?
Okay, so I'm leaning towards a no. I think they're scared. So they're at a crossroads and they have to make this decision. So it's almost like the ball is going to be in their court, whether to do this or not. But they feel scared to me. The obstacle is stress, worry, anxiety, having nightmares about this, can't sleep at night. I think they're very fearful of repercussions. I mean, they're going up against some pretty big people here with this. So here they are trying to figure things out, trying to come up with some kind of a plan, a strategy. But ultimately, look, I get 2 cards of them walking away. Back is turned. There they are going. I'm picking up more on that fearful aspect. Unless they had, like, say, a witness protection program in place or something, some kind of security. I don't think it'd be safe for them, to be honest with you.
So, Lady G, sorry that we lost you for a moment there, but you've not missed much. The question, the first part we're asking is, will any of Epstein's victims give testimony against Trump? So Diane's just gone. And now it is Marie. And I just want to give thank you to Rosa B for your donation. Thank you so much. Right, Marie.
This oracle deck is perfect for these kind of questions because, like I said, these are darker cards. So we have the sword of destruction. You have two people pressed up against the sharpness of the sword. This is telling you this is sharp, it's cutting, it's destructive. Here you have the young person that is almost breathing air into the old person. So there's something needs to be aided. So they're not going to just come forward themselves. They're going to have to be coerced in a way.
Right.
And then we have Morgana. Morgana is the one who makes all of the decisions for the universe. What she says goes. What does she say? I got the Ace of Diamonds. You see this in here? The diamond has many facets. So there's no answer. It depends on what or how someone sees it to where they say, yeah, I'll testify. Someone else may say, no, I won't. It's all of the facets in the diamond. That's what Morgana controls. So I'm going to say, no, I don't think any of them will. Only because of the destruction to start off with, the cutting. I don't think they're going to put themselves at risk to do that. And he's dead anyway, so what's the point? That's the old man and the young person breathing life in.
Right.
He's dead. What's the point?
Okay, Lady G, what do you have for us? What did you get in terms
I got, they've got key information, definitely. Definitely got information. But in the center of it, I get abuse of power. And I get the challenge is, trying to steal away. They got information, but they're trying to steal away. Foundation is because there are a lot of very influential people involved.
Right.
That are above it. Judgments are coming down. And again, we got, I think it's key people are leaning on them, and just kind of threatening that if this stuff comes out, they're trying to steal away so they don't have to, hide because they've got key information. So that's what I'm getting.
Okay. Well, with my cards and also as well, thank you as well. I mean, we've clicked you up there, but thank you so much, Catherine, for your very generous donation. That's
absolutely
wonderful. So okay, so this is what I've got. I'm again, it's going very similar to what all of you have been saying. So first of all, to signify it all, look, I've got Temperance in reverse. So we know that this is the opposite of balance, isn't it? That normally it's about balance, calmer waters, a very positive card. So straight away, we know something is up. And what is the obstacle? We have the Empress, the women of secrets. So here, I mean, really, I mean, this is kind of like, it's almost like we know that they are there, but it's like that is it's like it's suppressed. Yeah. There's when we look at these two cards together, it's like it's very much this energy, because both cards are reversed. It's not really wanting to come out. But these women definitely have their secrets. They do know a lot. Yeah. And I think one of the reasons why we may not hear anything is because some of them may have been paid off.
Oh, interesting.
I think some of them have been paid off, not massive amounts, because of course it is a page after all, but it is money, and it does refer to young people. Yeah, so these were young women, and again, there's the prospecting, like similar to you as well, Dianne. The with the wands, the back turned. Yeah.
Yeah.
turned. And if we look here, this is someone who is holding a globe, but this card is about planning, future planning, wanting your ship to come in, but it's reverse and delays. So is that ship going to come in? But then we do have the Judgment card that comes out. But also as well, this can be about personal redemption as well. So when I look at it overall, I think, like with what you said, Marie, because Epstein is now dead, I think these women maybe are just moving on. They may have been given an offer, and they'll be like, you know what, I will just go, I'll just live my life and just have my own personal redemption, almost as if him passing, not that it has healed the pain, but do you know what I mean? It's kind of like maybe they're moving on. So thank you so much, Marjorie. Thank you so much for the donation. And thank you so much as well to Mindset Lorraine. Wow, people being very generous tonight. You're wonderful. And we are up to 854 participants. So we are there. We are there. Okay, so
can I just quickly say something? Because I see that some of the same people keep putting for entertainment purposes only, right? They keep posting it and posting it. But let me tell you what happens when you do that. So when I go into YouTube Studio, your account is flagged for spam because you're saying the same thing repetitively. So it looks like you're this outside company that's come in to spam us. And so just because I know your intentions are good, but at the same time, just know that YouTube is flagging your account for spam when you do that. Because I can see it when I host on my channel. I can see that people say, oh, for entertainment purposes only, because they're worried about us. But they actually get their accounts flagged. And there's no way for them to know that. Only us creators can see it. So if that can help anyone.
That's great. That's great advice. So we really appreciate the support, but of course, just for everyone, so you don't have to write it for entertainment purposes only.
Yeah.
All right. So then we have a donation in as well. So thank you, Clarissa Montgomery, for your donation. Right. Let's move to the next question. So I think that was question number 4, wasn't it? Let's go to number 5, actually. Oh, we're doing quite well today. We're getting through. I've got backup questions, everyone, so don't worry. All right, question number 5. I thought that Epstein one was very interesting, though, by the way, wasn't it? The way the cards were just like, we're not sure if they're going to come forward. So this has come from Kathy McLaughlin. I think that's how you say it. Yeah. I've been hearing that the new insurrection is going to happen in September. Yeah, because this My Pillow keeps just literally moving the goalpost. You should have played football. I've never seen goalposts move so much in my life. Anyway, so I've been hearing that the new insurrection is going to happen in September. Any information on that for us? Thank you all. Love having the gang together again. So let's pull on this date. Yeah, I mean, these people are just, in terms of the whole context, I just have to say, they are utter charlatans. This is kind of stuff, this is comedy that's not even worthy of Benny Hill. I don't know if anyone remember Benny Hill? He just goes around chasing ladies in bikinis, and this is just, I just find it.
I have to tell you. The last video that I did where Miriam was talking, I did get a second attack or insurrection. I was trying to get information on it, and I didn't get any, but I did see in the cards that there was a second one. Now, whether that's what you're talking about, I don't know. I'm just going to ask if there's going to be another insurrection attack.
Yeah, me too. Insurrection. Is there another one? And whoever's ready to go, Diane, you're normally pretty quick. So if you're ready to go, let rip.
It's kind of nutty.
As you would expect.
Yeah, it's just weird again. I mean, I'm going to take this card at face value and say, yes, they are playing the fool. They're not being realistic. These people, they're believing in nonsense. I mean, I saw on Facebook this guy who, with the very first date of their insurrection, I mean, because it's been moved, what, 6 times or something? He had it tattooed. And then the next one, he crossed it out. He put the next date. Then he had it, and it just goes down his arm. And I am like,
oh, you're joking. Really?
Seriously. I mean, these people are just bizarre. Their obstacle, I think, is that they're miserable people. You know, this is the card of grief, sorrow, sadness, depression. I think there is no perfect world for them in any way, shape, or form. There is nothing you can do to make them happy. They're not happy with themselves. Here's the thing. Okay, so we get our Russian friend. Here they are trying to get away with something. They're trying to take this to the next level. But then they have this big old tower moment where things just start to come crashing down on them. And it makes me wonder, you know, with the Judgment card, are they going to get themselves in legal trouble? I'm not getting cards of them being terribly violent and that sort of thing. It seems like they're creating their own world of misery more than inflicting the misery on us. It's like they're doing it more to their own selves.
As if they're imploding in a way. They're so... it's like they're just in this vortex. There is such a strange place.
It really is.
Okay, who's ready to go next?
Okay, I think I got the answer to my question, which is I think they are planning a second, but it doesn't plan out. Something happens, it doesn't fizzle out, is what my cards are telling me. And then that's the end of their power. So they're going to attempt something that's going to give them away. There may even be arrest, but it's not going to hold. Also, I did my little tarot, and I got the Knight of Cups, as you can see here, is reversed. Well, there's the Knight of Cups. Now you can see it, but it was reversed. So what they're planning is empty. They will lose more than they gain. 5 of Cups. You see 3 of them. They'll lose more than they gain, and then they will be embattled. So they're planning, but something's going to happen. That they're going to be sorry they even tried. That's what I'm trying to say. So
yeah, exactly.
For everybody who wanted to know.
Right. So maybe it will fall apart because Melda said, I heard my pillows fall apart when washed. So maybe the same will happen for this insurrection. So anyway. Lady G, what do you have for us?
Well, in Anchor, there's some information that's coming down. So, you know, I'm sure that they already know, you know, watching what these guys are planning. Okay. So in the center of it, we have this thing is moving forward, but the challenge is the facing loss. Above it, we have, you know, who's fueling it. This is usually my card for the White House, but there's no White House there. So this is he who shall not be named, who wants to still say he's president and large and in charge. Okay. That is strengthening and fueling this nonsense. But what I have is, you know, their offer is these ones getting together and causing some ruckus. But again, I think it's, you know, they already know what's going on and they're preparing for it.
Right. Yes. I mean, so with the cards that I've got, I find this really interesting. And for me, they're actually speaking so clearly. So straight off the bat, what's the first card I get? Look at that. Swords. What is it? The nine. Was it 9 of Swords? 9 of Swords. So we know the planners, the people that are putting this whole shtick together, are having sleepless nights. I think they can tell that things are the environment, it's kind of like it's losing its steam, because of course as more and more time goes out, as more and more is revealed, as the commission and stuff goes on, these kind of arguments are just not as valid. And we've got 921 people now with us as well, so this is remarkable. The obstacle, look at that, it's the usual thing, it's the money. Yeah, this is going to be interesting to see where it goes, because we know Duck L'Orange, yeah, has raised, what is it, $100 million. Now, is that money going to go for GOP kind of campaigns and stuff? Hell no, of course not. He's going to do what? Keep it to himself. This is a fundraising exercise, and I think there's other people that know this, and it's making them worry, because they're like, does he really want to be president, or is it just about shoring up the funds? Next card that comes out, look, card of delusion. It's bonkers. It's delusional. It's absolutely delusional, and their obstacles as well. They're going to add some reality. Is if we look here, Diane's card for the virus. Yeah, so the virus is obviously ripping through many areas of Trump land, yeah, and this is really kind of holding a lot of people in their tracks, because they're kind of like, do I really want to fight for this guy when my wife and my brother and my husband and my kids are sick? Yeah. And here, of course, this is the card of hard work, being diligent, studying, really working on something, but it's come out reversed. So it's like they're paused. That hard work is being delayed. And I think it's because of the realities of the virus is really affecting things. And people are probably asking themselves, is it worth it? Because really, it's actually a grift. Because remember, this is the obstacle card. It's a grift. It's a money-raising exercise for Trump, and shall we say Duck L'Orange. And what it will do is, as the date gets closer, I get the sense that that date will get moved back. So in September, it may be moved back to October, and in October, it may be moved back to November. So if there are any people who still have no brain cells left at this point, those are the only ones that are going to be giving the money. So I don't see it becoming something big.
I don't. Yeah.
No, I don't either. No, I'm not even sure it happens. I think a lot of them start to chicken out and just don't even show up. And the others that keep planning it wish they didn't. So I don't know if they get caught midstream or something in the planning. I don't know.
We shall see. Someone was asking me if I should do something Vedic on there, but I couldn't see the rest of the question. Okay, how are we doing on time? Great. So we've got enough time. Let's go to question 6. And I thought this was worth reading on, because I thought it made a really good point. Where is it? There we are. So if we look here, so this has come from SR. Oh, Surf Mom, Florida. Okay, thanks so much for your question. So first of all, she says, hooray. So how can we work together to raise some positive vibes? I'm despondent from all the negativity. And you mentioned this as well, didn't you, Marie, in your one of your most recent videos. So ladies, what advice can we give about raising the energy, and maybe kind of pull some cards on that and just get your opinions?
We can do that. But I did a reading this morning, if people want to check in on my site, that was about spiritual energy underlying things now.
Sure.
That was a positive thing. So.
Right.
Okay.
And also just being considerate and praying. And when I say considerate, we are now amongst people who they don't even have to know you, and they don't like you, and you're getting all this rude stuff. This just builds on the negativity, y'all, and we can be more considerate. We can smile at people. We don't have to holler at them.
Indeed.
Oh, this is like perfect. Okay, so what I was going to say was, whenever you want to raise your vibes, you work with your sacral chakra, right? Because that's where your passion, joy, enthusiasm, love for life just resides. And how do you really open it up? Well, it's by doing things that you love, the things that you love so much that you lose space of, like you lose time and space. You just get so caught up in it because you just love it so much. When you wake up in the morning, you should be excited to get out of bed. And if you create a life where you're doing the things that you love, you raise your vibes, which raises the vibes of those around you. And so what I get is the first card, the card of community and support, being with like-minded people, what you can, but you have to have your vibes high before you can help others. You can't give from an empty well. The obstacle is the devil, right? That dark negative energy is always there. It's not going to go away anytime soon. It's always going to try to pull you down. You know, this for me is also a card of addiction. Addictions absolutely lower your vibes. But then I get, for me, the wands are the sacral chakra, because wands are about fire, passion, enthusiasm. And so I think this just validates what I was trying to say, that if you love your life, your vibes will be high. And you can raise the vibes of those around you, which most of you, if you're watching us, chances are you're a light worker. And that's why you came down here.
Yeah.
So tap into that energy.
Marie, would you like to go next, or Lady G, or who's ready?
I have the 7 of Rods, and this is defending yourself. Maybe stop defending. There's no need to defend yourself if you're coming in peace. You know, if you're trying to be kind, there's no need to defend yourself. The Queen of Pentacles. Now, I love this. Look at her. She's got the bunny rabbit. She's smiling. She's everybody's friend. Gentle, kind, loving. And then I got the Page of Cups, the stinky fish. Well, maybe not. It's just a surprise. It's just a nice little surprise.
Maybe it's a goldfish.
Make your joy. You know, just anything that makes you happy. Make your own joy. Make your own happiness. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, so Lady G, what do you have for us?
What I got is, we are cutting through the drama. Okay, the drama is being cut through, so don't worry about it. In the center, we have abundance. Okay, the universe is going to give us abundance to work with things. And as you, Dianne, of course, the challenge is the devil.
Wow.
Isn't it amazing, the synchronicity?
Wow.
Exactly. The dark stuff, that's coming there. But the foundation is, truth. You have truth. Above it, you are wielding the sword of truth. So you have that power, and know the end is finished from the beginning. The Alpha, the Omega, the truth is going to win out in the end. Karma is in play. So just hold to truth. Know that you have that abundance. The universe is there for you. So, don't play into the dark. Don't let them, push you or whatever. You know the truth from the beginning.
Great. Okay, well, the cards that I've got, and again, we have these overlaps here with each other, and I find this fascinating. So the first card that I get here is strength. Yeah. So really, this really is about strength. We're all having to call on our inner strength right now, because the whole world, quite literally, is being tested. Yeah. But this is also showing as well that, it's about cultivating that strength from within. Even as things are going a bit wild and a bit crazy, we still have to hold that inner stillness, as it were. Do you know what I mean? Trying to maintain that composure. And what do they say? What is it? Be in the world, but not of the world.
Right.
And understand that this is hold strong as we go through these energetic changes. What's the obstacle? So look, we have the Queen of Pentacles is back. But the way I interpret it in this position is that people's strength has been tested by their financial security. Yeah.
Yep.
A lot of people have had their financial security upended by the virus, and they are looking at what they've got and they are trying to basically hold on to it. But at the same time, it's almost, you have to do something is almost counterintuitive, which is just understand that the universe has got your back and that you can get more. Try to avoid being in that state of lack, because it's only going to add to your fear, which is something that a lot of people have been feeling. So this is about people navigating their way out of difficult positions because of some of the struggles that they've had. But this is also a time, if we look at the Judgment card here, this is also a time to rebirth yourself. This is a great opportunity to try something new and literally rise up to a higher level, because the paradigms and the timelines are all changing now. But having said that, though, it's still not easy, though, is it? We know that, it's one of these things we're dealing with reality. So what this can symbolize is that try to minimize your problems so that you are carrying less burden. If there's any debt that you can pay off, or if there's any kind of difficult energies, be it in the family or whatever the circumstances are, try and carry these things more efficiently and try not to let them get you down. And just understand that when you're in abundance, just like everyone said, it does get easier. It does get easier. So it's about being practical. It's about having your strength, developing your strength, your inner strength, and trying not to let everything that's going crazy right now get you down too much. That's my advice.
Agreed.
There we go.
Yeah,
so
very good.
Wasn't that interesting? I mean, I'm not sure if we've got enough time for another question, because we've only got 4 minutes to go. So any closing thoughts from everyone about what we discovered today?
I saw some people in the comments asking about the Lionsgate portal. For my members, I am doing a workshop on that tomorrow. But this is a really big one. At least I think this is more probably Western astrology, though.
Yeah.
So, so the sun is in Leo, the moon, it's a new moon that's also there. And then the portal is opening. So lots of lion energy, to be courageous. But also, too, this is the time where we're aligning with the planet Sirius A, which is a system that's pretty close to ours. And we're rather similar to them. And, so what happens on tomorrow is that Sirius A, along with our sun, the Earth, they all align with the Great Pyramids and the Sphinx.
Wow.
And so this is a really important time for manifesting, letting go of what no longer serves you, starting something new, having a new beginning, and just clearing, getting rid of any garbage. But it's a really good time. But I think a lot of people have been feeling that energy too.
Yeah.
A lot of sleepless nights, because the other thing that since the Lionsgate portal has opened, the Schumann resonance, the frequency of the Earth, has been all over the place. Huge spikes. So we're feeling anxious and we can't sleep. And then it's plummeting and people are feeling depressed and exhausted and fatigued. And it's just going up and down ever since we entered into this phase. So it'll be interesting to see what tomorrow feels like. I think it's going to be very energetic, a good time to meditate. But it's also a spiritual day too, where you can connect with your guides and the angels and channel extraterrestrials, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
So if you said it's the lions thing, I wonder if it's connected with Sekhmet too. And then the Sphinx, I've been wondering with the Sphinx, because we've got the lion body in the head, and then Sekhmet is also for Kundalini, the lion's head. I wonder if the Sphinx is recognizing that energy, the Kundalini energy, and all of that wisdom that comes.
That would make a lot of sense. One thing that I've gotten through channeling extraterrestrials is that the Sphinx didn't always look like this. That it actually did have more of that lion's head, because when the Syrians did come down to help us, they helped us with the Lyrans, and the Lyrans are the cat people.
Yeah.
And they change the head through time, which makes sense because that head doesn't even fit that body.
No.
So yeah, lots of feline energy coming in too.
Yeah, but it's interesting. The Sekhmet too is very much like Kali, very, very similar backstories and things as well. And Kali is Kundalini and Sekhmet also for that. So that energy, I think, is also coming in, amping up for those that are ready for that opening.
Sure.
Wow. Marie, do you have any views on Lionsgate? Are you feeling any changes within yourself coming through? Oh, I've just had a card jump out.
Kind of like what Dianne said. I feel it's a good time to work with your angels, your guides. I found things changed for me and Miriam where I could understand her better, which was really shocking to me. And also strength. This is when you get your strength. And I'm a Leo, so I find this is stronger for me. I literally get my strength and I can hold on no matter how bad it gets. I'm going to see it through. We all have to have that kind of strength or determination. You have to, because things are going to get a little iffy again. So we got to be strong.
Fascinating. Well, what I will add as well, obviously I'll add a little bit of the Vedic stuff. So yes, that Leo energy is definitely coming in. According to Vedic astrology, so on the 15th of August, that's when the sun, in terms of the physical position where it is, will enter Leo. So it's only a few days after. So it will already be bringing in that Leo energy, because if we can imagine, if we look at Cancer here, the sun is effectively around here. So it's almost in Leo. It's not going to be long until it's there. And I was shuffling, and the card that jumped out of the back pack, isn't it appropriate? Ace of Wands, which is all about what? Fire. Leo is a fire sign.
Energy.
Leo energy. It just literally fell out the deck. So we can see this Leonine energy is coming in. This is a time for inspiration, manifestation, as all of you have been saying, and positivity. And so we should focus on that strength card, which really is all about Leo. And this is about also as well that Leo is very associated with the heart as well. And there is a fixed star, which is called it's just gone out. It's just gone out of my head. Regulus. That's it. There is a fixed star called Regulus, which is in the heart of the lion. And at some point, probably later on in August to the latter third of August, the sun will cross that star. So that is a great time for leadership, power, and really manifesting and stuff like that. So that Leo season energy is definitely on its way in. So we're just over an hour now. So that is we've reached the end of the show. I just want to say again, thank you so much to everyone who donated. That is wonderful. Thanks for all of your comments. Great seeing everyone here. So I want to say a thank you to Lady G. Thank you to Marie. Your internet held up. You see, it held up. Soon, you'll have it all back again. And of course, Dianne, looking great. Even if you are green underneath.
I'm green, and it's not easy.
Maybe you
can
wipe
you're gorgeous
off camera. So everyone,
and I love the lights behind you. I love that position.
Great.
I needed sparkle.
Oh, thank you. Look, we just had someone just donate at the last second. So thanks so much, everyone. We will see you next week, of course. And it's been brilliant fun, and see you all soon. All right. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.